Hi there, this is Diane, one of 5 awesome optimists. I want to give you a special quick tip today on how to do something nice for somebody else to increase your optimism. It is an amazing, miraculous thing that when you do something nice for somebody else, how exciting it is for you to watch how they're going to respond, even if, or especially if you do it anonymously. I heard this story about these 2 little boys who wanted to play a prank on this old man, and he was a hard worker, and he lived in the jungle type of place, and instead of grabbing his shoes and running like they were planning on doing, he was down, I guess, in the river or something. They decided to put some gold coins in his shoes instead of steal his shoes. And so instead of doing something icky, they did something lovely. And they watched behind, and he looked around when the man came back and saw his shoes, and he looked around to see, like, how could this have happened? There's money in his shoes. And he got down on his knees and he broke down and cried and praising God. Thank you for this. Now, do you think those boys were expecting that? I'm sure they didn't. But their little act of kindness, just a little gesture like that, was an answer maybe to his prayers, the old man. And we have so much power within us to do good things. We just don't even have a clue what our little opportunity to use our hands and to use our voice in uplifting other people can be. I remember years ago when I was in high school, I had a best friend, Tatum, and she was having a birthday, and she was a senior and I was a junior, and it was a big thing for people to make a big deal of their friends' birthdays or whatever, and not to be outdone. I stayed up all night and worked on some posters for the school, and I dressed up her locker, and I mean, it was a night of sacrifice, but it was so exciting for me to imagine her coming to school and seeing her locker wrapped up for her birthday and see posters all over the school, "Happy Birthday, Tatum." And I learned really young what a joy it is to surprise people with kindness and with goodness. And I want to offer that challenge, that if you delight in hurting other people, it feels so much better to bless other people. And so that is my message today, is to do something nice for somebody else that will possibly be anonymous, or it's not so much about the credit, it's about the joy that you get, because you look forward to, like, oh, it's so exciting. Maybe send somebody a postcard, send them a package, just something unexpected. I know that I have been the recipient of countless thoughtful gestures, completely unexpected, and it has been one of the highlights of my life. Now, if I go back how many years, when I was 15, and my friend Linda, her name was Linda Kimball at the time, she brought me a rose for my birthday. I mean, how many people do we do that for? But it had never happened to me before when I was 15. And what is a rose? Singly wrapped with baby's breath and some cellophane and a ribbon. I think they were $3 back then. But for that $3, she made an impression on me that has never left me, about the power of being a lovely person to bless the life of another. And I mean, after all these many years, decades have gone by, and I still remember that moment with fondness and with humility. It's so nice to know that somebody is thinking of you and loves you and thinks that you are worthy of doing something kind for. So take this opportunity from this day forward, and as many kind things that you can do for another person, it will give you something to look forward to and something to be optimistic about. I promise. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Diane, one of 5 awesome optimists.